There is a lot of talk about mental health right now, for good reason, of course, but one aspect of mental health that gets very little attention often is eating disorders. This Saturday, there's a Quad Cities Eating Disorders Conference, and Stephanie Burrow is here with more on this whole topic of this mental health issues. I just think not everyone has thought that that's what it is, Steph, you know, this idea of it being a mental health issue.
Yes, I think, well, what's interesting about eating disorders is that even though they affect up to 10% of the population, they are one of the lowest funded illnesses, I mean, that exists. If you look at the dollars that go into studying them, it's surprising based on the number of people that experience them every day.
Well, there is a lot of good help available in the Quad Cities for people going through this, and the number is probably higher than we would ever guess, because it's kind of a hidden thing.
It is. It's something that's difficult for people to talk about. I mean, we have become more conversational about mental health stigma and mental health issues, but eating disorders do play that role of a behavioral pattern that somebody developed to try and help themselves and stay safe, but you know, it's not something that is easy for them to change. It's not something that's easy for them to talk about.
There's a lot of shame involved with it, embarrassment, deep embarrassment and shame about having this thing that they can't control, and it's taken over their body and their lives. We're talking about anorexia, bulimia. There are others.
Binge eating disorder has become much more common in the last 5 to 10 years as well. And you're right, it's something that not only do they have trouble talking about it, but family members have a really difficult time knowing how to support. And honestly, providers don't have enough training to be able to give that help always. And that's really why Amy's Gift focuses on the training events that we do. We want to make sure providers have the most updated information.
The providers are therapists, regular doctors, medical doctors.
Yes, and even dietitians.
Dietitians
as well.
And so if you go, we're putting this up so you can see that this is the conference page for this Quad Cities Eating Disorders Conference, which is Saturday. Amy's Gift. What is Amy's Gift, and who is Amy?
So Amy Helpenstell was a Quad City native, grew up in Rock Island. Really, I've never heard anyone say anything other than wonderful about her, but she passed away at the early age of 33 due to complications with an eating disorder, and she created a foundation before she passed because she wanted money to go towards the things that she cared about. She was a humanitarian when she was on this earth, and then when she was getting ready to leave, she created this foundation. And as her family was getting ready to facilitate funds, they knew they wanted some of that money to go towards helping people with eating disorders because she struggled with it and because it is such an overlooked population. Okay.
Wow, well, that is a gift, and her legacy has been a gift to many. So the conference this weekend, this is for anybody. It's open to the public. And it's free, by the way.
Yes, it is. That's one of the purposes of Amy's Gift, is to create events that can be free to the public. And we do have some costs for providers if they want to get CMEs, which is or CEs, which is a continuing education credit. So that's its own cost. But if you're a provider and you just want the knowledge, you can come for free as well. So anybody can really attend for free if they just want to come in and get that information.
Your keynote speaker is a woman with an ironic name. Her name is it Kristen?
It's Denise.
I'm sorry, Denise Hamburger is her name.
Yes.
And I guess you say she's a really extraordinary speaker.
Yes.
And what is her role in this? She who is going to do this main speaking?
So she is she's a Juris Doctorate. She's an environmental lawyer who created a program. She basically, as she was coming out of being a lawyer and deciding she wanted to see more programs for kids that talked about their body image and their mental health.
Oh, so her thing is body
Yes, it's
image.
body image. So it's really, her work is more preventative. She's created curriculums for schools to use with parents, with educators, and with kids that focus around self-compassion, that focus around mental health, that address the social media issues that we have, that many of the mental health issues that have arisen since the pandemic even, how they're affecting kids and families.
Well, what a treat to be able to enjoy her. This Saturday, the QC Eating Disorders Conference, which is going to be held at the Isle Casino Conference Center in Bettendorf. And so do you need to, it's nearly all day, 8 till 3:30, okay?
It is. It's a full day of sessions. So Denise kicks it off. We have breakout sessions throughout the day.
And they're really great breakout sessions. So if you look online at that page that we showed, that will show the different ones. And,
yes.
It's very compelling things.
Yes, and we're providing lunch and breakfast for everyone.
Wow, how do you like that? amysgift.com, this is a great resource to go. And so we want to direct you that way. If you're listening right now and you're thinking, I know someone who's going through this, or I think I do, or I am myself, please use that resource, because that's help that's available right here. And after this conference, more people will know more.
Yes.
Be trained even further. It's pretty amazing what you guys have done. So I'm so glad you were here today.
Thanks for having us.